Future podcast without it. How y'all doing out there? Man,
Man, I've been looking at some of the sports and I've been kind of disappointed with the hometown Kings, man.
bro, did you see what they did with the head coach of the motherfucking Easy? Man, how
Yeah,
they gonna let go of Mike Brown?
but how you gonna sign him to a multi-year deal
Man,
and then fire him? That
come
you
on,
got to pay him. You got to pay him.
bro. I'm gonna say like this, right? And I'm gonna say this because sometimes teams have down years and stretches and all this, right?
Yeah.
Like when everybody want to run Kyle Shanahan up out of the 49ers, right? Who are
Yes.
you gonna get that's better?
Who are you gonna get that's better? I don't
Right.
understand that. I
That's
don't
what I'm saying.
understand that at
Like,
all.
man, okay, yeah, you ran Mike Brown up out of 10. Okay, well, who are you gonna get that's better? Because Mike Brown is a top flight tactician in the NBA, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah,
I mean, he
yeah.
coached the national team, right? For what was it, for the Congo?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I know he got those championships from sitting on the bench over there under Steve Kerr.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. The first thing I thought when I saw that late breaking development was, man, that what better boost in the motherfucking arm for the Warriors right now would it be to go on ahead and scoop up Mike Brown and get his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding back in the building, because he does add an interesting perspective. And man, I ain't gonna lie, Draymond Green has played some of his best DPOY type of seasons up under Mike Brown.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mike knows how to push that button.
he do.
I
He
like
do.
when he coached LeBron, when he had coached
Yeah,
LeBron out there in Cavaliers. If
yeah.
they'd have gave him a couple of more, if they'd have gave him a season or two
Hey, for
more,
real. For real though.
he probably would have been that winning coach.
No, you ain't lying though. I mean, because right, they had to give Ty Lue a couple cracks at it. You know what I'm saying, to make it happen. And like, man, they was going against a true juggernaut, man. And that just lets you know, one, how talented that LeBron is, and how dominant of a player he been, especially at the peak of his powers, right? But
Yeah,
man, bro, I mean, yeah, like you said, that man Mike Brown is man, he's world renowned with it. He's synonymous when it comes, like you said, to pushing that button, especially in top pedigree players, man. Players that got something to play for, man. He know how to get that out of them.
yeah. I agree totally.
Yeah,
I agree totally. I agree totally. And I was just so disappointed when I
yeah,
read that when that came across my ticker
yeah.
today. Today I was just like, wow,
Uh,
what does a person got to do to
Man, I mean, what,
survive?
you gonna go hire Hubie Brown or something? You going to get
No,
Paul
mm-mm.
Silas Jr.?
You got to get somebody that's going to be a player's coach
Man,
because Buddy Hield and who
yeah.
else is this? What's his name? The other kid. He's
Oh,
not a kid, but the one they just signed, DeRozan.
yeah. Yeah.
DeRozan.
Who?
Yeah. What is it, DeMar DeRozan?
Oh yeah, exactly. Sacramento, man, bro. And honestly, they have put together a nice little squad, nice
Yeah.
little team. I see that they kind of in that rut, man. Both teams up north is right now as far as not really hitting their winning potentials, man. Having some games that they leaving on the table.
Yeah.
You dig? And like
Yeah.
I've been watching that all football season long. Unfortunately, watching my Niners, right, having
Yeah.
some games on the table that you just let go. And to me, like, man, forget all that pride shit, man. We trying to draft Travis Hunter. Like, right? Like
Absolutely.
like what are you talking about?
Absolutely.
And if you ain't gonna do that, what's the losing season all about, John?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
So yeah, but we got some help
Yeah,
this weekend
yeah.
from them Pittsburgh Steelers. We got some help.
Yeah,
We go.
I see their droppers of three straight, right? And,
Yeah.
and so, man, I don't really know what the problem is, but if I don't trust nobody else in the NFL, I do trust Mike Tomlin to straighten out that rut before playoff time. Like you talk about somebody that I just feel like is all about accountability, man. You
Mhm.
want to talk about a dude that just walks with an air of like, be a man,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
I don't care
Yeah.
about none of that other stuff you going
Yeah.
through, bro. Show up and be a man, right?
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin seems to get that out of his guys.
Yeah. So with that being said, uh this stretch of games in the NFL
Yeah,
has had teams play damn near 3 games in 2 weeks.
Yes, I've been seeing that.
So so whoever they just sold these games to, they just sold these Christmas games to Netflix. Not 900 million for the next 2 seasons.
Yeah.
The next 2 seasons are on Christmas. They have Christmas games.
Yeah.
And it's sold them. So it's rough on teams right now.
Yeah, it is, man. It is like football is not a sport like baseball or basketball, right? Where you can go get a little treatment and be almost as good as new come the next game. Man,
almost as good as new.
Ooh, man, you getting in the full on head on collisions, like real car wreck type trauma. You know, multiple times a game, and man, I'm gonna say the best ones, then the ones that really last is the ones that learn how not to take a hit.
Yeah. Hey, I want to give a shout out. I want to give out a shout out to your Ham Right podcast. I talked to D-Ham, C-Ham the other day on the ticker. Talked to them, see what they were seeing what's up with me. They still pumping them out. And so man, I'm glad you back.
Me too. I can't even lie, man. Last week was out of here with it, man. I don't know what the hell going on.
Yeah.
But back is the place to be, man. I had a hell of a good productive week though, man. Hit 172,000 streams on my single P's and Q's on SoundCloud. Man, it's been a phenomenal holiday season. All I can say is that, man, I'm feeling festive and I'm in the mood.
Big AC, shout out to Big AC. Man, hey, I went to the studio last week with Boss Hog.
Yeah, do the interlude, right?
Yeah. We got a little what you call that? It's not mixed down or anything. It's just something that we was playing around with. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send it to you so you can. You can listen. So you can listen to it. But it's pretty good. It's he got a project coming out and he got something in mind on how to put it together. So it was dope. It was dope. I can see how you guys, you professionals. I can see how you professionals get bit by that bug when you're in that booth recorded. I can see how that happens.
Man, it's funny too, right? It's that, and it's like there's so much more that goes into the backside of the production, right?
Yeah.
And like really putting one together where you getting that masterpiece from top to bottom and getting all the little sound effects, right? All this, you definitely could get in that go down that rabbit hole, man, and get lost.
He was telling me all the stuff that he wanted to put in this one song and stuff he wanted to take out and I didn't really think about it, but I was like, you could do that? He was like, yeah.
Oh watch. Man, yeah.
He was like, yeah, watch. So he took some things out, put some things in, rearrange some stuff, and I was like, wow, this is why cats being here for the time frame that they be in here.
No doubt.
It's because they trying to perfect it.
Right. No doubt. Like like you said, like getting in there and just and spitting the bars, right? Man, that go relatively quick. I would say for most people, man. But it's all of the like, just man, the little intricate little pieces, man, little nuanced things, man. That just, man, you can get lost getting in on it, right? Too. So I think like it's important to have a definite line in the sand where you're like, okay, bro, now you going over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like now you obsessing, right? You gotta. I think you gotta have a clear cut line on when you obsessing. Or I know a lot of cats that like never even put a project out. Like got dope material, never put a project out because they can't agree on it that it's all the way just right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but listening to Dr. Dre talk, and now I can really feel how come from a producer standpoint,
right?
Why their minds do what they do, how they produce it, how they compose it, how they put things in the right spots. You gotta have a love for it. You gotta have a knack. Gotta have a knack for it. And I think I've seen it from both sides. I've seen it from the artist side where the artists come in. The artists just come in because he had this one dude that was just got on the track. He came in, he knocked his bars out, and then he left. He left. Yeah, but the production at the end of it was just like, man, That's how you get it to sound like that.
Man, no doubt. Because I mean, you gonna take time and mix his vocals to be all the way right.
Yeah.
But man, then you're gonna have all kind of stuff, the beat breaking down, little sounds coming in when that happens, a sound effect or two, maybe a car crashing or some glass breaking in the background.
Yeah.
And you putting all these little things in there, man, and it's like, dude. Yeah, hey, I love it. Like I produce my own stuff too. So like, man, that's the part that I enjoy about it the most. I think that's really the part that got me back into it. No matter what it is, I'm grateful I'm back into it now because we on the road, baby.
Yeah. See, and see, I got to be a part of the skit.
Yeah,
the skits that they throwing in on it. That's dope.
Yeah. Off top. Matter of fact, shoot, I'm working on a project now. We're gonna get down on something.
Oh man, you just let me know where. Just let me know where to be. I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
Off top, man. We gonna get it in.
What you need for me to say?
I'm man, say we gonna get it in. Straight up. Y'all heard it here first, man. You know what time it is. It's the podcast without in his name. Thank y'all for tuning in with us, man. I don't care where you're tuning in, when you're tuning in, how you're tuning in. I'm glad you're tuning in. Thank you for joining us on this Friday evening.
Yeah. I heard a quote from Ice Cube's son on the Big Shaq podcast.
Yeah.
He said, why? What did he say? He said, why would a bee try to tell a fly how good shit is?
Ooh.
Why would he do that? Why would he do that?
Why would he waste
that makes no sense.
Yeah, straight up. Man, and shout out for that. What's that new movie they got coming out? Is
Den of Thieves.
Yeah, Den of Thieves too, man. That looked bomb as heck with old boy from 300. You already know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Spartans.
Yeah.
But no, that movie look all the way live. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I think it comes out on the 10th or something.
Oh, okay. It does.
Yeah,
That's gonna be one of the ones I want to go see too.
Yeah,
Den of Thieves, the first one was pretty good.
Yeah, most definitely. And I gotta say, I gotta give it to O'Shea Jr. I think that's man. He done made his own mark in his own way in the movie industry.
Yeah, he hanging out with cocaine bears and shit.
Man, you know.
No, but his daddy made him
no doubt
go get that
man
them table reads. He made him do the for the NWA movie. He made him audition. So man, that carries over. If that carries over to what you do, that shows he showed them how to put the work in.
Yeah, hey, straight up. You know, most people don't even know that he was in most of the Matrix movies too.
Which one?
The last two of them. The last two Matrix movies. Yeah, he was part of that crew that was helping him get up out of the womb. And so like, man, yeah, he been really putting his stamp down on the movie industry. Yeah. So shout out to O'Shea Jr.
And he had an interesting take on nepotism. He had an interesting take. He was like, man, I'm glad my name is O'Shea.
Yeah. Hey,
he embraces that. I'm like, you should. You should.
Bro, why not? It gets you nothing but respect. You know what I'm saying? And man, like fortunately, like he took the acting seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times cats try to live off the name and that's only going to take you so far. So like, man, I love to see the way that he actually really like put into his craft and made sure that he was going to have a livelihood that's worth something.
Yeah, you put the work in though. You put the work in. You can do whatever you want to do. You grinding, you hustling. You got to put the work in. You can't. There's no the way he was saying it. There's no shortcut to anything.
No, bro. You know what's funny? It's like people think, oh man, dude, it looks like you having done fun, dude, all day. Y'all doing content, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's cool, it's fun, but it's also like work in the sense that I'm not trying to put nothing sloppy out there neither.
Yeah.
You know, even though
you don't know what we be neither.
Yeah, straight up, right? Straight up. Straight up. So like, yeah, I mean, there is that aspect of it being a grind, but it's a grind that I wouldn't trade for nothing else in this world, man. I definitely love doing what we do, man. Getting to get up here and just share thoughts and aspects with the collective, man. And thank y'all for tuning in wherever you're tuning in. Man, did you see what was so a little news update, I guess we'll call it. You seen what was going on with them drones in the harbor over there in New Jersey, right?
I seen a little bit about it. I seen some of it on the news.
Okay.
Yeah,
man. So basically, what it is, the rundown on the New Jersey Harbor, it was 50 to 100 drones that came up out of the water and started, flying around, menacing and patrolling the city, and having people under some type of surveillance. Now the government popped off from the sheriffs on up. Even Donald Trump came on himself and said that they couldn't identify whose technology that this was. Right now, they really trying to make some type of, I think, of a scare, like, oh, we got aliens coming and they're trying to invade. But bro, I seen this shit. It had little dinky ass propellers. You seen them things that they be flying? They ain't got no jet fuel or nothing coming out of that joint. And this, man, they ain't sending no little stupid ass drones looking like you got them off of got them on sale on Amazon or something. Check that shit out. So
yeah.
My guess is it ain't the aliens, right? It's probably either China, Russia, or Donald over there trying to get some motherfucking some showtime because his ratings ain't probably looking how you want them to look.
Yeah. No, that's my thought exactly. I didn't think that they were aliens or anything like that. Nah. That's got to be somebody testing something out. Somebody got a way to fly all those drones at once.
Come on.
So they tested them out. It's just like these peopleless cars that's finna come out where they are driving these cars that are driving with no people in them. Come on, man. It's that's not an alien. That's just technology and what they're trying to do.
That's it, bro. And you know what's funny about it all, right, is if people ain't got their eyes open and woke to the fact, dude, they are taking the person out of everything. They're taking us out of everything you do. Driving, working, freaking, it don't matter, dude. Whatever it is you could think of, they're making some type of an AI construct or some type of a droid type of robot that they are actually humanoid like a motherfucker now, too. I ain't gonna lie. The new technology that they got now, they got facial expressions, they move up and they almost look real, man. You forget that you're talking to a
but what happens when you can't fund these projects? What happens when people say, oh, this is the type of stuff you're trying to do? I'm not finna spend my money on that.
Well, right. But guess what? How could you fund a project if ain't nobody making no damn money?
Yeah, if ain't nobody making no money, how can you fund how can you you that's gone. How does that work?
Right. I mean, basically they're making it where for you to be able to make an earning, you're gonna have to be able to control one of them robots and make them. I guess what can you do?
What can you do?
And the crazy thing is, man, I always say this as a word of caution to everybody. They're making these computer systems with an actual thought process of a consciousness supposedly of their own. That's why they call it an intelligence. It's not just a computer program. This is an actual intelligence where it's accumulating and formulating its own thoughts and moral code and the whole bit.
Because it's getting it, they're getting the data from watching people.
That's it. And what about when they get to the point where they say, you know what? I think the most efficient thing is to get rid of you.
Yeah.
Well,
because that's coming. That's coming. Man. We don't need you to harvest the eggs no more. We got these things over here to do that.
No, go and get up out of here. And I mean, come on, y'all. Is that what we're really trying to evolve into? Is half man, half machine? I mean,
no, get away from that.
This ain't Skynet.
This ain't Skynet. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get away from that. We can use it. Away from that. We can use it.
We can use the technology, but not to take over. You can use the technology to do things more efficient, but not to take over, man. That's crazy to me.
And I gotta just be real about it, and I'm gonna call a spade a spade. It's people's greediness and their laziness right? That's allowing them to sit back and allow the computer to completely take over their operations and everything that they stand for and supposed to represent. Yeah. Like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna let the computer generate my image, my speech, my everything, and not even ask me if it's okay.
Right? Yeah. No, you have to. We gotta have a tay-to-tay on that one.
Man, straight up.
We gotta talk about that one.
Straight up. And the best place to talk about this, folks, is really right here on StreamYard. If y'all didn't know, let me let y'all know. StreamYard is the premier streaming platform, man, where we always get down and put in our ones and twos on the you know what it does. Man, yeah. Had to get that shot in. And shout out to
StreamYard.
And shout out to all the lovely ladies. Happy holidays, ladies, and I hope y'all are living and feeling great and being healthy and responsible and all that good shit that you're supposed to be. That makes you the bad B-I-Easy that you is. Yes.
Yep. Shout out to everybody that's watching, and listening.
Absolutely.
To Podcast Without a Name.
Man.
We coming to you from live from the where we be at.
Yeah, from the den getting it in.
Yeah.
In the lab trying to take a stab, man. We just doing what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Man, also too, man. Shout out to everybody out there being safe, being responsible. This is a time of thanks and reverence and Thanksgiving. Always remember that some people got it harder than you, and that if you are in a position to do something for somebody that truly needs your help, and you could truly be a blessing or a way of fortune for somebody else, man, go ahead and take the time to put your arms around them and get it in, because this ain't all got to be the time, but this is what they say is the time. So take the time to do what you're supposed to do.
All the time. So mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Always stay looking forward.
Yeah, like how you did that, man.
Yeah. Always stay looking forward, doing your thing the best way you could do it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep. So what's up with you? What's going on with you?
Oh man, so you know what, man, dealing with some crazy things, man. You know what, man. Right now, man, my grandmother, God bless her heart. A lot of people out there in the local area and stuff know her from growing up and whatnot. Man, she got Alzheimer's, man, and it's to the point where it's really getting there. She's really, really bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One day I come over and she, hey, baby. The next day she look at my mom and say, who is that?
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, man, and this ain't the first time I've been going through this, but like, man, just let me send a little love to everybody out there, man, that's dealing with those, those mental health, and those end of life care situations and all of that. It really ain't easy, man. And if don't nobody else tell you they love you, I love you.
Yeah. Shout out to people dealing with that.
Yeah.
It's I fortunately I never had to deal with that, but my heart goes out to people that have to deal with their loved ones going through that stuff. It's man, it'd be killing me though.
Man, hey, you know what really, really has been a very healthy way to go about the process of grieving and letting go in this situation is, like, man, since my grandmother is definitely not the woman she was when we grew up, right? When we was growing up, the woman we grew in. So what we done is we already held a memorial for the great woman that my grandmother always was and used to be. Wow. Right, man. Yeah. So at the end of this all, of course, we'll do another something for the woman that she is now. Yeah. But at least we got to say goodbye to the woman that we knew, grew, and loved. Yeah. Right. We got to say bye to her in a way of like love and respect, and where we can really appreciate that part of who she is.
That's interesting. That's real interesting. I mean, man, huge.
Man,
huge.
Bro,
huge.
I ain't gonna lie, it has lightened the load of trying to deal with the whole process all at once.
Wow. Know
what I mean?
That's deep. That's deep. Let's respond instead of react.
That's it. Mm-hmm. You can't eat an elephant in one bite, it's got to be one little chunk at a time, right? You can't just dig in and eat a whole elephant.
It's gonna take a number of days to finish that.
Ooh, man, you ain't lying. So all you can do is sit down, get comfortable, man, and lick your chops, man. Get a few of them in.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. That's different, and I think that can help a lot of people's grieving.
Right. Yeah, man. You know, right? And like, man, anybody that got like good ideas and tips for how like you done dealt with some grieving situations, we always love to get that kind of input here on the podcast because we love to be able to reflect and share that information with the tribe, with the collective, and allow everybody to benefit from the from the things that we've all been through.
Yeah.
You know, on our journeys.
I'm trying to get my lighting correct right now.
Right.
That's true. That's true. I just been chilling, man. I got a chance to see how Christmas and the spirit can lift people's spirit,
right?
And can have people dealing with their situations in a better way. So that was a great thing for me this holiday season.
Oh, off top. Off top. You know what I mean? Like, and really, folks, man, I'm a true believer of like you don't have to wait for Christmas to spread some love. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wait for Valentine's Day to appreciate your lover. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we doing this all day, every day. Year round, right? So if we don't feel like it, or we ain't doing it, or we ain't got it on that day, it should never put pressure on what we are building because we gonna stay like doing this thing all the time.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So man, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's listening, learning, that's coming to see the podcast without a name.
Man, no doubt. Man, can't do it without you, and I hope y'all wouldn't want to do it without us. It's your nigga from that end, and I'm out.
All right, sir.
All right, sir. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. My guy, he just left us. That's Big AC, the one. You know how it be. So we gonna keep this thing going every Friday night. If anybody want to get in and listen, I'm gonna start posting on Facebook, Talking with OC Facebook. I'm gonna start posting the link so you can either jump in the studio with us, talk with us, or you could, hang out on and type in certain comments or whatnot. You can do that. You can get involved that way. So we're gonna start opening it up because we have a lot of different topics that we want to get to. We didn't get to a lot of stuff tonight, but we will in the future. So this is Talking with OC. From my host, Big AC, the one. I want to give a special shout out to Mick Yee from SAC 360 Radio. They had me up there the other week, and we did an interview. Excuse me, it's up there on 360 Radio. So it's on the internet station 360 Radio. So go check it out. So this is Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC, and I'm out. In the stream, baby.